So before moving forward in the video, I would like to tell you about the brand new offering of Algocamp, which is the Lambda 5.0 course. So this is the fifth iteration of the flagship advanced backend development course with Node.js, but this time it's bigger and better. This time, Algocamp has introduced a lot of new projects. The whole ecosystem is going to be more AI powered. There are projects including Lovable Clone, your own AI fitness tracker, own AI interview planner and interview prep, I would say, tool. There is some deep engineering concepts around distributed transaction using which you're going to make a payment system or a payment wallet system altogether. There's going to be a workflow manager project. You're going to try to understand how exactly you can use the concepts of, let's say, CDC in order to implement different projects. A lot of deep technical projects and deep technical understanding you are going to get. This particular course is going to focus on making sure that you understand the system architectures and deep system concept that a lot of senior engineers are always involved with, and try to make projects on top of that. You are going to see actual scaling strategies, replication strategies, how you can make sure that your system is fault tolerant, and concepts around, let's say, Kafka, concept around Redis and whatnot. There is so many different projects that are actually added, including a WhatsApp system, something like a Netflix-like system, a Twitch-like system, a lot of AI-powered tools. We are going to actually make something like Lovable Clone and whatnot. Do check out the link in the description section below. Get the idea about all the projects that you are going to get and build. This is something that will take you from an absolutely beginner level backend developer to a very advanced level backend engineer altogether. We have received such great testimonies from the last set of batches, and people are actually loving what we have already built, but this time we have made sure that this is bigger and better. So do check out the link in the description section below and use this coupon code to get massive discounts on the current price. And now let's go back to the video.
So now this is a new question coming from LeetCode, problem number 160, intersection of two linked lists, 12,000 upwards. To be very honest, one of the very frequently asked questions in terms of easy questions, it's very frequently asked. You are given head of two singly linked lists that technically merge after some time. See, you are given head of two singly linked lists, head A, head B, and they intersect after some time, and once they intersect, they have same body. You need to find this intersection point. Okay, you need to find this intersection point. For example, 41845, 561845. Then you have to return. Technically write it as intersected at 8. Right? If this is the position, then you have to say intersected at 2. Here you can say no intersection at all. Okay. So what's the output format? Let's see. So if you correctly return the intersected node. So here you have to return the node. Okay. You don't have to return the value. You don't have to return the string. You have to return the node which is actually intersecting. That's a very simple question to solve. And I believe you might be getting some intuition already. There can be a difference between the length of the two lists. For example, this list is of length 5, this list is of length 6. So starting from the first head, head A, traverse the list and get the length of the linked list. So from A1 you go to A2, C1, C2, C3. You get the length of the linked list as 5. Then starting from head B, start iterating over the linked list. B1, B2, B3, C1, C2, C3, you will get the length as 6. Now, what is the difference between the two lengths? 6 minus 5, 1. So one list is bigger, one list is smaller, and the bigger list is bigger by 1 point. So now, one thing that you can do is, so let's say you have a linked list like this and a linked list like this. Okay. So now you have access to this head A. You have access to this head B. First of all, get the length of the linked list A. You can do temp is equals to head A. Always do temp.next, temp.next, temp.next till the time temp doesn't become null. And you get the length as, let's say, 5. Same thing you do for head B. Go and calculate the length of the linked list starting with head B. You will get the length as 7. Now get the difference between the two lengths. The absolute difference between the two lengths is 7 minus 5, that is 2. So the bigger linked list is bigger by 2 nodes. Now what you can do is, you can keep a pointer I and you can keep a pointer J. Now you know which list is bigger. Whichever is the bigger list, jump the pointer by that many positions. So the list was bigger by 2 units. I made the j pointer jump by 2 units. And now move both I and j together. So I is equals to I dot next, j is equals to j dot next. I is equals to I dot next, j is equals to j dot next. The moment I and j points to each other, this node is the node which is the intersection of the two linked list. Return I or return j, whatever you want to write, you can just write that. And in order of n plus m time, you will be able to calculate the intersection of two linked list. N is the length of the first list, m is the length of the second list. Space complexity is order of 1 because you are not taking any extra data structure. That's it. That's how you can actually solve the intersection of two linked lists. It's not a very difficult question. If you try to visualize it once, it will be relatively easy. The only thing that you have to keep in mind is, at last, you need to return the node. Don't return a string like intersected at something. Return the actual node. The moment you find I and j, the node I is pointing at node j, return I. That's it. Return the node. That's the only thing that you have to do. The rest, everything LeetCode is going to handle. So if you carefully see, this question was previously asked in Apple, Airbnb, Microsoft 6 times. Huge. Bloomberg 2 times, LinkedIn, Adobe, Facebook, Uber, Qualcomm. So in a lot of easy round interviews, which is technically your first round or screening round, this question is very frequently asked. So I hope the overall logic of the problem is clear to everyone.